Hey everybody, it's Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts, bringing you another video. You are here with me on a lovely rainy day while I'm filming these videos for you today. I am bringing you this week the Wonderful World bundle, and look at these cute little treats that we are going to learn how to make. The really awesome thing about this particular treat holder is that you can get 6 of them from one sheet of designer series paper, and you get 12 sheets of DSP, and you get this gorgeous stamp set, which you can see the beautiful flowers on here, with a $100 purchase. So you can purchase anything you want for $100 and earn this Wonderful World for free. One of the things that you can get is this awesome Charming Sentiments word set. If you don't have this, definitely check it out. If you purchase it from me, and you use my host code for the month, I will send you this awesome backing that shows you where to put the dies on here. I'll put that in the mail for you. And I'm also using these cute little tags. I use the smallest of this like angled squared one for these tags here for the little packages. And they're super quick and easy to make. I'm going to show you how to do that today. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to move all of this stuff out of the way. And the designer series paper that we're using today, we're using these 2 pieces, and they are 4 inches by 6 inches. This is the back sides. We're going to use these colors today. And I'm going to do 2 of them. I'm going to show you how quick and easy it is to make these, and they're really, really quick. So I'm going to set those off to the side here. I'm going to sit down and grab my Simply Scored tool, because that is what we're going to need. We're going to do some scoring. So again, it's a 4 by 6 piece, and down the long side, which is the 6-inch length, you have to be gentle when you're scoring DSP. You don't want to press too hard and rip it. It's a thinner paper than our cardstock, so you don't push quite as hard. So you're going to score at 1.5 inches, okay, at 2 3/4 inches, at 4 1/4 inches, and at 5.5 inches. And then you're going to turn it to the short side where it's the 4 inches across the top, and you're going to score it at 1 1/4 inches. Okay, let's do that one more time. So down the long side, you're going to score at 1.5 inch, 2 3/4, 4 1/4, 5.5. Then you're going to rotate it so that the 4 inches is across the top, and you're going to score it at 1 1/4 inches. And just be gentle. Now I know you guys cannot see those score lines. It's very hard to see, especially on DSP. On cardstock's a lot easier. I'm going to try and show it to you here because this is white, and you can kind of see the marks, hopefully, of where those are. And here's the bottom one. So let me show you what we're going to do next. Not much cutting for this. So first we're going to burnish. So we're going to take our DSP and we're going to burnish along all of those score lines. So we're going to just make sure that we have them nice and scored so that they are ready to put together. Okay, so there's that one. Let's do the other one. And it'll be a lot easier for you to see once I have done all this scoring. And it is hard to see score lines on DSP, especially on camera. I can see them here, but it is harder to see on camera. And so we're gonna take, and there's a small little rectangle piece here, because this is the strip that we're gonna add the glue to attach this whole piece together, okay? So we don't need this bottom section. So I'm going to go down this score line here, and then I'm going to come this way, and I'm going to cut that piece away just like that. And then all I'm going to do is all of these score lines, I'm just going to cut up to the first score line on all of these, just like that. So I will put it down for you guys to take a screenshot if you wish. So this got cut away, and then you have these 4 flaps at the bottom. I'm gonna kind of hope that they'll stick up a little bit so you guys can see them. Okay, there you go. Grab that screenshot. That's all the cutting that you have to do. Super simple. I'm going to do it one more time for you, okay? So again, we're going to cut away this little rectangle piece. And then we're going to cut up these score lines until we get to the first score mark right here. Just like that. And that is the second one. So this is all that we're discarding. We're keeping the rest. So now we're going to glue it together. So what I'm going to do is bring my silicone mat out. I'm going to turn this first piece in, and you see that flap there? I'm going to put adhesive on it, just on that thin piece. And then I'm going to bring this one to meet it, okay? This is really going to help to have this on here, okay? There we go. So there is our little box, okay? Let's make sure it's nice and attached. Let's do the next one. So we're gonna put this, and we're gonna meet this one to it, same way. Perfect, whoops. Just like that. And then we're gonna open here and see you have two skinnier pieces and two wider pieces. The two skinny ones go one on top of each other. We're gonna just put a tiny bit of glue just so that it has something to grab. Then we're gonna put glue on this whole section, and we gotta figure out which is the front and the back. I like to put the folded piece on the back, so this is gonna be my front. So I'm gonna bring this one in, and then the last piece is the front flap that we're gonna fold backwards. And there we go. I'm gonna put my bone folder, and you see it basically just forms this little rectangular box. Let's do it again. I'm gonna take our two small flaps, fold them in. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of adhesive on this one, put it towards itself. This is the back, this is the front. So this one goes next. Oops. It's gonna get flush. Just on there, perfect. And then our last one is the front. So we're gonna put adhesive on it. And what really helps to push it down is when we stick our bone folder on the inside and press that into place. So you have this little rectangle now. Okay, so on the inside, I'm going to put some Lindt chocolates. So they hold these, so I'm going to put one on the inside of each of my little box pieces, and then I'm going to just push in these sides, and then they form kind of a little, I don't know, carton kind of, and you're just going to match all those ends together, okay? And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take my rectangle punch, it's a handheld rectangle punch, and you're just going to come in here, and you're going to make like a little cut right there. You can also use a small circle if you have that. Just might have to punch more than one time in a row to make those notches. So you're going to have two notches. Let's do the other one. Let me make sure I have the back. Yes, I do. And we're going to put those together. We're going to do our notches. Let's do our other side. Just like that. Okay. So we're just going to put these to the side for right now. We're going to work on these cute tags. Okay, so for our tags, I have a piece of Blushing Bride and a piece of Rich Razzleberry, and then I have the opposite colored tops. And the tops come in the die set. Let me grab it so you guys can see. So here they are. You get 3 of them. You can cut at the same time. I did 2 different colors. And I'm going to use my wet adhesive, and I'm going to just go around. And I'm going to attach those first, if I can get them to come off, okay? That's why I have my silicone mat, because things like to flip around like that. And this one's going to get glued onto this one, and the straight edge goes to the straight edge of the tag, and then the hole will line straight up right there. See? The hole is right there. We're going to do the same thing here. The straight edge goes to the straight edge, and then that, when you put it down, lines this hole up. Perfect, just like that. So there's that. We are going to use the words for you. And in this charming sentiments, you get something that says just for you. But I just want the word for you. So I'm using my Stampin' Up marker, and I'm going to use the brush tip. And I'm just going to color the words for And now the word you, and you can see I'm using the side of the brush, not the tip itself. And it gives it plenty of ink. So I'm gonna huff, and I'm gonna put it in this bottom left-hand corner. Oops, I don't think I got the top part of this Y. There we go. So we're gonna go ahead and place that in this corner. There's that one. Let's do it one more time for you. And then it's gonna go in this corner. Just like that. So that's our sentiment. Let me clean those. Cover my marker. And then we're going to stamp the two flowers. I'm going to do a rose on one, and I'm going to do, I don't know what this is, a lily, or I think it is a lily. So we're going to put the tags off to the side for right now and bring in our scrap paper. You can see I like to use up all my scraps. I'm going to use Melon Mambo. And I'm going to start with this rose. I'm going to ink it up. I'm going to put it right here, this corner. And then I'm going to use this one. And we'll put it right here in this corner. Right there. There we go. All right. So now I'm going to trim around them. I'm going to fussy cut those. First, I'm going to clean. Gotta clean up my stamps as I go so I don't have a big mess when I'm done stamping. I can just be ready. That's what I do. You guys have to do you, right? That's just who I am. So I'm sorry if you don't like watching me clean my stamps, but I have to be myself. Okay, so I'm gonna come in here and I'm just gonna basically get rid of the extra, save this for another card or another flower or whatever, and I don't want this leaf and I don't want this leaf. I just want the center section. So I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna fussy cut around, and I'm kind of eliminating those. And as you can see here, I am fussy cutting around this lily, leaving a white border all the way around. I'm actually gonna cut that one away so I don't have so much extra to hold on to. And I'm only moving the paper with my left hand. I'm right-handed, so I'm using the scissor in my right hand, but I'm not really moving the scissor except when I have to slide it because I've run out of blade. So then I'll slide it up a little. We'll start again. Here we go. So I'm gonna just see with my left hand, I'm just moving the paper. And the more you fussy cut, the better you'll get at it. So don't be afraid of doing it. In the beginning, you won't do as well, but it's only paper. You're not going to hurt anything. Stamp another one and try again. All right. So we're going to come around here, and you can just practice on copy paper. You don't have to even practice on your expensive cardstock. You can practice on some copy paper. Okay, so there's that one. Let's do our rose now. So for the rose, I'm going to come in here. I think I'm going to start at the stem. And this one's a little bit more intricate because you have these triple leaf here with the rose. But it's okay, we'll get there. This is a pretty quick project, and what I love about it is that you can get 6 of these out of 1 sheet of DSP. So technically with 12 sheets of DSP, you can make 72 of these. So it's quite a bargain. I like when you can get quite a bit of things out of one piece. And this little box is really cute because it will hold that. You can also put Hershey's Kisses in there. You can put some Hershey's miniatures. Doesn't have to be a Lindt chocolate, but I do like using the Lindt chocolate. I think that just one of those is a nice way to say thank you to somebody. You know, that goes a little extra mile for you, does a little something for you maybe. And it's a nice way to say thank you. They're not terribly expensive, but they are more expensive than Hershey Kisses. So if you're making a bunch, maybe you don't want to go with the Lindts, you want to go with something a little cheaper. You can try some of the Hershey chocolates, but I'm kind of a good chocolate person. All right, so we're almost done. We're working our way around. And to the end of our rose. There we go. So now our 2 fussy cut flowers are done. I'm gonna throw these scraps into my trash can. All right, so these are just gonna get glued right on top. So I'm gonna put the rose on the pink, and I'm gonna use this flower here. And so let me bring my mat back out because I always make a mess when I put wet glue on stuff. So last time I did the opposite flowers, but I just wanna show you that you don't have to do that. You can do any way you want. So just put a little bit of glue there in the center and on this end. And I want, see how this hole is there? I need to get the ribbon through there. So I want to make sure that I leave that open. And let's do for the rose. I'm going to figure out how that's going to sit. Good. So that whole stem also. So we're going to do a little bit on this side, a little bit on this side. This whole stem will go, and then just in the center there, because some of it will stick off, but the whole part of the stem will be there. There we go. All right, and there I left room at the top for that one. So now the ribbon that I chose to use is Evening Evergreen, and let's see how long it is. I don't know, 8 inches maybe? I'm guessing 6. Yeah, 8.5 inches. So I'm gonna take this, and the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wrap it through these little notches. Okay, I'm gonna try and get it even, you know, as best I can, and I'm gonna tie 1 crossover knot, just like that. All right, now I'm gonna put my tag. So I'm gonna put my tag in with the bottom tail. So I'm gonna use actually my tweezers to hold this in place so it doesn't come undone. And then I'm gonna slide this in here, pull it through, and then I can move my tweezer. And then I'm gonna tie another knot over the top of and there is that one. And then if I want it to be a little bit looser, then I can tie 1 more. I still have plenty on here. Probably 8 inches is more than enough. You don't need 8.5. All right, so there is a more loose bow. I mean, knot in the center. And there is your first one. Let's do the second one, okay? I'm gonna grab my ribbon, and I'm gonna start by smashing these together and wrapping those through those notches. Make sure that I have about the same on either side. I'm going to go ahead and tie a crossover knot, and then I'm going to use my tweezers to hold the center for me. So doing 2 of them helps you guys, I think. You get to see it twice. So this goes through here just to hold it. I'm going to use the bottom to put this through. And I angle cut my ribbon. It helps to put it through the little hole there and have something to grab. So I'm gonna slide that down. And then I can let go because I'm gonna hold that with my finger. And we're gonna tie a knot over the top. And then remember, I'm gonna tie another knot over that one just to make it nice and pretty. The first one secures my tag. And then the second one is the pretty knot. So let's add another loop. All right, and there is the second knot. So there are our cute little holders. I'm gonna bring this ink pad in to kind of hold them up a little so you guys can see. What do you guys think? So the Wonderful World stamp set is super easy, super cool, and much prettier, I think, in person, right? Look at these cute little treat holders. I love them. And they look adorable. They stand up. You can put it on a coworker's desk, to a teacher, on the first day of school. There's so many things you can do with these. Again, don't forget about the Wonderful World stamp set and paper, the cute tags. The words are from Charming Sentiments, and all of these items will help you to earn your free Wonderful World. I'm gonna bring this up so you guys can still see these little treat holders in here. to get these cute, wonderful world stamp set, which is what I used for the flower here, and the paper, which is the base. I hope that you guys enjoyed being with me. If you don't subscribe, please subscribe. You can share my channel with those who you think would enjoy it. I would appreciate that. I hope that you enjoyed watching me make this really cute and fun project. Thanks for being here. And again, thanks so much for watching. There's lots of content on my channel, and I hope that you enjoy it. This is Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. Happy stamping!